It's week 2 of BigV finals here at Bellarine Secondary College, and it is the elimination final between the second place Bellarine Storm and the 5th place Pakenham Warriors. Hugh Moore here with Bellarine State Champ men's player Louis Varley. Welcome, Louis. We're in for a bit of a interesting one tonight. Crowd has made their way in, and I think we're even par with the crowd that was here last week. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. No, it's great to be here. It's good to be back, and I'm glad the girls get a second chance. And I think they want to redeem themselves from last week. It was a bit of an unusual showing for them, but it should be a good one tonight.
Now, if we look back to last week's results, Bellarine got beaten on their home court in what might have been the upset of the first week of finals. Got beaten by Bellarine, who move on with another double chance. We'll play Wyndham at Wyndham tonight, and the underdogs, as we'd like to call it, the Pakenham Warriors, who, if people don't remember, they had to win their final regular season game by a certain amount of points over the ladder leaders, and they got the job done, and then went on last week to beat Sunbury away. So certainly Pakenham have a bit of confidence behind them, but the Storm looking to redeem themselves could be a whole different story.
Yeah, look, and momentum's everything in basketball sometimes, and finishing off the season with one win and then the first win of the finals, they're obviously in form, and they're only bringing 8 tonight, but they'll have all the confidence in the world, and sometimes that's all that matters.
I mean, basketball for Pakenham at the moment is going very well. Both their youth league teams are in finals, in grand finals tonight, actually. So we wish both them the best of luck, and the Bellarine Youth League women in Youth League 2 are also all the way over at Western Port in their grand final. So both clubs doing exceptionally well this season. But I mean, from you, Louis, you've obviously had a few finals in your past, a few elimination finals. What's the key to keeping your mindset a level? Because obviously, winner of this moves on, loser goes home, and that's the end of their season. What's the mindset like before a game like this?
I think it's just trying to stay calm and just know that you've put a system in all year that's worked and got you this far, so there's no need to really change too much. And look, to be honest, the start of the game really is key. That first quarter really sets the tone for the rest of the game, and I think both teams will be looking to get out strong and see the ball go through the hoop a few times early, and that'll keep them going for the rest of the game.
Well, as we get closer to tip-off, starting lineups for both teams. For the Pakenham Warriors, it will be number 3, Brianna McKenzie, number 8, Brianna Watman, number 23, Hayley Nickerson, number 33, Melissa Pryor, number 42, Erica Meyer, and for the Storm, it'll be number 7, Charlotte Armstrong, number 8, Olivia Vert, number 21, Bridget Retstadt, 23, Courtney Strait, and rounding out the Storm is 53, Ali Knight. As we head to the tip, Pakenham will secure it and will look to get straight into their offense. They move it around the top. Straight inside to Meyer. Shot won't go, and the Storm out to the races early, straight on the three-point line. Decides to attack the rim. Nice dish inside to Armstrong. No luck at the ring.
Few nerves setting in there for the big girls early.
And we saw that last week. Both teams struggling to start scoring out of the gates. Took about 3 minutes for the first basket to come, but Nickerson answers straight away with an opening 3, and that'll give them a little bit of confidence to start the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, and Verdi might get one back here.
There's Vert. Can't get the 3 to go, and Nickerson was out on the fast break. The Storm did a good job in trans, so they'll reset. Watman kicks to McKenzie. She gets the gap and gets to the rim. And it's a 5-0 start for the Pakenham Warriors.
Yeah, they're looking very settled and they're getting through their offense, finding not getting nervous when the shot clock's getting low, and yeah, they've got 2 good looks so far.
As Retstat with a nice mid-range pull-up opens her account for this evening. McKenzie attacks the middle, kick out to Pryor for 3. No luck. Straight secures the rebound. They move it around. Knights up the top. Will look to play downhill with Armstrong. Nice dish inside. Armstrong met at the ring by Meyer. She'll kick it back out to Knights. 4-3. It goes. Alicia Knight's first points for this evening. And it's back to 5-all. Vert nearly got the steal. It'll be a Pakenham ball from the sideline. Retstat with a little bit of applied pressure, almost a bit too much. Picks up the foul. That'll be her first for this evening. They go into Watman. Mid-range pull-up is good. The former WNBL guard.
Yeah, played her time at Dandenong Rangers, I believe, and having someone like that with that type of experience is just, and look at her getting on the floor there. It's just key for a team like Pakenham, and brings that level head and just that experience it just helps so much on the court. And yeah, look where they are right now. They're up 2 and looking pretty strong.
So jump ball on the last possession. We'll go in favour of the Storm. They have 12 seconds. Retstat attacking the rim, gets fouled. She'll head to the line for 2. Foul will be on number 42 for the Pakenham Warriors. Erica Meyer, her first. So first free throw goes. Also a little difference in the BigV finals. We do have 3 officials on tonight's game. We had 3 officials last week. As the second one goes. And the game back to even. Neither team really getting on a run. We saw Pakenham get out early with 5 straight points. McKenzie dicing again, no luck. Straight with another rebound. And again, the Storm want to push the floor. Knights in the corner. Armstrong thought about the 3. Dish back to Knights. Storm ball movement is on fire. 3 rattled out for Vert.
Got to be pretty happy with that. That was a very, very good look after some very good ball movement.
McKenzie, quick fire 3. Off the back iron. No luck. Retstat with another rebound. It'll be her second of this evening. And the ball movement just looks a bit better than last week, Louis. I don't know how much of the game you watched last week as Knights lets another 3 go. No luck. Retstat rips that ball out. The ball movement just seems to be a lot more strong and a lot more with a lot more intent this week.
Yeah, look, I think that would have been a focal point for Tim and the team during the week. They would have been pretty upset with their shooting percentage as well, and that comes from good ball movement. You get your best shots with good passing and seeing the paint and finding open shooters. And so far, that's exactly what's happened. And Bellarine have had a couple of wide open looks, and they'll start to drop. And then when that happens, it's game on.
So we've had our first substitution of the game. We'll see Charlotte Armstrong check out and Jamie Crombie check in. Obviously, Chantal Hall managing a leg injury. Hopefully, will take a part in today's final.
Yeah, these are big minutes for Jamie here. Tim will be getting her in early to obviously give that break for the 2 bigs, but
as the impact was almost instant,
it was
for Jamie Crombie. The foul will be on number 3 for Pakenham, Brianna McKenzie. her first. Crombie at the line 4-2. First will go. Bellarine will take the first lead. Will take their first lead for this evening's contest. Second free throw is well short for Jamie Crombie. There's the alls and the ahs for the crowd. Echo. We'll have a substitution for both teams. We'll see number 2, Ebony Sands check in, and number 42, Erica Meyer, check out for the Warriors, while Ali Knights will check out for the Storm, and Georgia Varley will check in. Oh, great read from Olivia Vert to get the steal. It's 2-on-1 for the Storm at the ring. As Straight gets Mackenzie up in the air, and they get a fairly easy basket off it. And now we're starting to see that Storm basketball that's got them to second place this season.
Yeah, look, it all starts on the defensive end, and it shows when Bellarine do play the type of defence they want to play and they've put in place, it makes it easier on the other end, that's for sure.
As Mackenzie gets a nice little right-hand floater to go. Vert, step through, spinning, gets it to go. Right now, both teams just trading baskets. 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Bellarine with the three-point lead. Sands from the quarter court line. No luck. Her and Crombie fight from the free throw line for the rebound. Rettstad ends up with it. Coast to coast, gets the roll to go. And that'll cause Coach Dellermans to call a timeout. And after a slow start from the Storm, they go into this timeout with a 14-9 lead, and it just felt like out of the jump ball, Pakenham were just set. They were ready to go. They were locked in, and right now it feels like they're a little bit rattled. The Storm took a little bit to get going, but it feels like they're finding their groove. While right now Pakenham are just on a bit of a rocky surface at the moment. Yeah,
I think they've missed a couple of easy ones which they probably thought would drop, and it looks like, I think one of the keys that I can tell from what Tim's doing here is attack the basket. I think, Bridget's seems to not be settling for a jump shot at all. She's getting at the body and getting at the rim, and so far it's working. And I think if she can keep doing that, I think it'll be pretty hard for the bigs of Pakenham to stop her. She's got pretty nice touch around the rim, and if she's not making the basket, she'll be getting fouled and finishing at the free throw line. But it is still early days, and it's looking good for Bellarine. But look, Pakenham, they're definitely not out of it yet. It's only 5 points, and there's plenty more to go.
Obviously, reminder, winner of this game plays the loser of Wyndham and Bulleen tonight, as Jamie Crombie's getting some shooting advice from the crowd. Winner will play the loser of Bulleen and Wyndham.
I think Jamie was asking to close the door, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the loser will be heading home, as poor pass there from Mel Pryor leads Courtney Straight. Yeah, jump, stop, step through. 2 more points for her. As we've just seen a bit of a defensive change here for the Storm. A little bit of a full court press that works straight out of the break, and they've gone back now. Mackenzie, no luck around the rim. Rettstad with another rebound.
Yeah, really good job not to foul there for Bridget. She got that early one up the top of the key, and a second one would have really affected the way the Bellarine want to play tonight.
Straight, getting into her work. Can't get the basket to go. Good D from Rhiannon Watman. She comes the other way. Oh, nice cut from Pryor. Gets blocked from behind by Straight, but it will be a foul. Will be on number 23, Courtney Straight, her first.
A little bit of a frustration foul there, I think, for Courtney. It was almost a block, but I think she was a bit upset with herself for missing that easy one on the other end.
Substitutions for the Storm. Vert and Rettstad will check out, and we'll see Armstrong and Knights check back in. As Pryor heads to the line at 4-2. First one won't go. Pryor just grabbed at that wrist straight after she hit the deck there, so that'll be one to keep an eye on. Looks to be all right at the moment as the second free throw goes. Back to a 6-point game. Storm moving it around. Straight. Armstrong gets her defender in the air, attacks the rim, can't get it to go. Tap out from Varley. Will be a long two, but she gets it to go.
You hate a long two, but you don't mind it when it's an offensive rebound and you get a bucket.
Georgia Varley's first points for tonight's contest. As the clock goes under 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. McKenzie looking for a gap, steps. Defense from Varley is good. Straight, the signature bright red Grinches. Hands it off to Knights. Looking for an option, backdoor was on, but it'll be a foot violation on the Warriors. It'll stay with the Storm. We have a substitution for the Warriors. We'll see Pryor and Nickerson check out, and Sands and Meyer check in. Bit of confusion on the court there. I reckon Brianna McKenzie wanted a break and didn't get one. So we'll also see number 1, Beth Quadara check in. Knights dribbles along the baseline. They'll have to get a shot off. It's late in the shot clock. Crombie left wide open at the top. Can't get it to go. Varley with another offensive rebound. Out to Knights for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Meyer.
I think Bellarine would have loved to have seen that one drop.
Coach Dallerman's for Pakenham urging his bigs to get inside as Quadara off the bench gets to the rim. And we'll head to line for 2. Foul is on number 24, Jamie Crombie, her first, which she'll take a break, as well as Courtney Straight. And we'll see Bridget Rettstadt check in. And as she was called last week, the spark plug, Olivia Osborne in as well. Quadara makes the first. How important are these last couple of minutes in a quarter, Louis, just to build some confidence and build some momentum?
Yeah, look, especially the first quarter, I think, as I said before, it really sets the tone for the rest of the game. You know, I think if you're getting good looks, getting through the offense that you want to run, it just continues on. It just flows from quarter to quarter so well. And yeah, finishing the first, you know, by putting the ball in the hole, it gives everyone in your team confidence that, you know, it's going to look good for the rest of the night.
As Georgia Varley attacks the rim, gets fouled. Foul will be on number 23, Hayley Nickerson, her first. See Georgia Varley at the line for 2. First will go. Second, no good. And so Watman, quick inside to Meyer, gets the roll.
Great pass, great cut.
We've seen that a bit this first quarter from the Warriors, just their bigs cutting to the ring quickly and getting some easy scores off it. So that'll be certainly something that Coach Sanderson will look at as Knights penetrates through the middle. Kick out to Rettstadt. She is behind the 3-point line. No luck. Knights with a massive rebound. Gets a foul. And we'll head to line for 2. And right now, it's the guards doing all the rebounding for the Storm.
Yeah, and it's actually on the offensive end, which is was quite odd. I think definitely the coach of Pakenham will be pretty upset with the 3 to 4 offensive rebounds that they've given up on long rebounds too. They're the ones you really want to, you know, get and not give up. You know, now I think they've scored. That'll be their 3rd point off a offensive rebound, and really they're only down 6. It's you know, that might come back to hurt them at the end of the game.
So Knights gets both the free throws. Foul was on number 1, Beth Quadara, her first. Interesting stat for you, Louis. Offensive rebounds for the game so far, 5-0 in favour of the Storm. So
And look, I think giving up five in a whole game, you know, it's well, there you go. There's another.
There's the
one.
first
there
one.
You go. You spoke too soon.
As we see a great stint of defence from Olivia Vert. Knights attacking, can't get it to go. And Pakenham are out. They've got numbers on the break. Varley pushing as Cordaro felt the pressure, couldn't get it to go. And frustration starting to set in here for the Warriors as the Storm will have 15 on the shot clock. There is a 5-second difference. Nice pass from Varley to Retstadt. Gets it to go, and the Pakenham Warriors will look to take the last shot as we have 4 seconds on the clock. Watman from the mid-range, can't get it to go. Varley will secure the rebound, but it'll be out of court. We have 0.1 of a second on the shot clock.
Which I don't believe is long enough to get a shot off, so I think they just have to pass the ball in.
As
that wouldn't count. It can't possibly count.
As the rest will convene.
0.3, I believe, is
0.3, I believe.
Unless it's a tip dunk. Yeah.
So basket won't count as time expired, and that will be the end of the first quarter. It is the Bellarine Storm, 23, leading the Pakenham Warriors, 14. Bridget Retstadt leading the way for the game, 8 points, 5 rebounds in that first quarter. But Louis, we spoke about offensive rebounds being such a big thing. Obviously, Pakenham got 3 in that last sort of 30 seconds. But for that first quarter, Bellarine were pretty much dominating. And it wasn't even the bigs in Retstadt, Armstrong and Hall. It was the guards and the shorter guards of Knights and of Varley. What's the key to that? Like, obviously, Dellamans is not going to be too happy with that. Is it a boxing out problem, or is it the guards are just sort of finding gaps to get in and get there?
Yeah, look, I think, Pakenham would have seen that, Chantal Hall isn't seeing the floor tonight probably as much as she normally would, who's pretty good on the board. So, the guards have to pick up the slack, and they probably aren't expecting the Bellarine guards to get in there like they have been. So it'll just be a change of mindset for the guards of Pakenham, but to find a body first, because really it's not all doom and gloom for them. They're not down by much. They've given up 5 offensive rebounds to probably scored 3 times off those, or got fouled at least. It's little changes here and there. It's definitely not over by any stretch of the means. And look, Pakenham have gotten looks they've wanted to get, and they've just missed a couple of easy ones. And I feel like they're attacking the basket in the right spots. The pick and roll is working for them. The bigs are rolling hard. So yeah, it's just a mindset thing. I don't think the coach will be too worried at the moment. It definitely would have had a focus on boxing out and rebounding. That would have been probably the key for that time out or into the quarter.
I mean, finals basketball is such a different aspect. Like, crowd's much bigger than a regular season game, and there's a lot more on the line than just a win or a loss. It's right now it's go home or continue on. So
yeah, the nerves definitely play a part. There's no two ways about that. And look, I think now, coming in the second quarter, I think everyone's seen the court, everyone's had a touch or a shot at least, and so I think it's I think we'll start to see some more calmer basketball now, and I feel like,
as I reckon we've just witnessed probably the softest wedgie in the world. Ali Knights is going to poke it out with the mop.
I think Rowan Jarvis here, isn't he? He could have got up and got that one.
Actually, last time we had a wedgie, we had the guy ref down the end, and he actually got up and got it. So
showed some bounce.
He does have a little bit of bounce. I think he's being watched tonight, so he didn't want to show the bounce off. But anyways, we had a jump ball on that possession, so the Storm will get it. Varley attacking. Thought she was fouled. No luck. McKenzie took off and got to the basket.
Some athleticism, speaking of.
Almost threw the ball about 3 metres in front of her and ran onto it. And so good start from the Warriors out of this quarter-time break.
Just noticed a couple of times there when Bellarine put a shot up in the key, their trans D's lacking a little bit.
There's Osborne, another offensive rebound. And they go straight inside to Retstadt. No luck. McKenzie secures the rebound, gets picked. Basket won't go. And again, we see Olivia Osborne just having an impact in the minute she gets. As the foul will be on number 2.
Living up to the hype of the spark plug name, is it?
I think she is. She doesn't like being called the spark plug, but I think it's going to stick from now on, courtesy of our Youth League men's coach, Nick Stamopoulos. Osborne makes the first. Can't get the second to go. Watman will secure the rebound. She'll look to push the pace. McKenzie to Sands. There's the toss up there from
That was a really good make.
Hayley Nickerson goes. And again, we're back to both teams trading baskets like we saw in the first quarter. Varley, 3, won't go. McKenzie gets her pocket picked again by Knights, and she goes back hard. And there'll be a foul on the plate. Foul will be on number 3, Brianna McKenzie. Be her second. Substitutions for both teams. We'll see Erica Meyer check out and Mel Pryor check in. And George Varley for the Storm checking out. Courtney Straight will check back in. Straight, fouled. As McKenzie will pick up another one within the matter of minutes, seconds. And Brianna McKenzie on 3 fouls, and that'll see her take a break. And
Unfortunate. She was really giving them that spark that that Pakenham needed, and we're really wanting, I think. So it's really unfortunate for Pakenham. She was in that last couple of minutes there was really vital.
McKenzie leading scorer for the Warriors, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. And we'll see number 11, Cody West Linnet, check in for her. Pick and roll action up the top between Retstadt and Straight. Armstrong dices to the ring and gets 2 more points, and Charlotte Armstrong was asked to step up into the starting lineup tonight, and she's certainly having an impact so far in this game.
A little bit of an unconventional pick and roll there for Courtney and Bridget, but look, they stuck to it. And
so the Storm will come the... Oh, Courtney Straight with the moves, gets it to go. Shot won't go. And so, bit of a lull in offense at the moment for both teams. Watman looking to change that. Can't get it to go. And right now, Pakenham getting the right looks, but just not getting it to roll. And again, you'll never guess who it is. It's Charlotte Armstrong turning it on in this second quarter. And Coach Dallemans will use his second time out of the half to talk things over. And right now, it just feels like the bigs for Pakenham are just switching off and allowing the Storm bigs to cut back door and get some easy looks.
yeah, it was 2 in a row. Charlotte just kind of hiding in the corner there, in the right spot at the right time, and it's all you can ask for a player like Charlotte, who's just, doing a great job of being right there and finishing when she gets the ball.
And I mean, obviously, big update. Brianna McKenzie, 3 fouls with still 7 minutes to go in the second quarter, was the leading scorer for Pakenham. So, but I mean, we can see Brianna Watman turn it on anytime. We've seen that multiple times this season. If you're Coach Dallemans at the moment, what's the message to the group right now? Obviously down 10 points, 3 minutes into the second. What's the message?
Look, it's definitely along the lines of, look, it's still early. There's still a lot of basketball to be played. Keep getting through your stuff. And I think their focus needs to be right now on their defense and their rebounding still. Look, obviously, with McKenzie out I think, if I'm coaching, I'm probably not sitting there for very long. I know she's got 3, but it's a do or die game. So you're going to need her on the court at some point. And yeah, look, I think Bree needs to just think, it's my time to shine now, and be a bit more aggressive. She's obviously a really good passer, gets her teammates involved, but sometimes you just have to take it on your back a little bit yourself, and that might be right now.
we see a defensive stop from Redstadt. They move the ball around. Crombie, 4-3 is good. And that gets the crowd on their feet a little bit as Nickerson comes the other way and just gets a nice free throw pull-up. And so the Storm will come the other way. Knights to kick it around. They move it on to Vert. And she sees the floor wide open. No luck. Redstadt comes crashing in. Can't secure the rebound. So Pakenham again. Another chance to get a quick basket. Sands, 4-3. No good. Knights and Vert combine to secure the rebound. And Knights will bring the ball down. Crombie will have it at the top. Finds Knights, who lifts. Pitch back to Redstadt, given too much space. Rattles out. There's Vert. It's flattened on the screen from Pryor. Watman, kick to the corner. Nickerson tries to step through. Kick back to Watman, 4-3. Off the front iron. And Courtney Straight wants to waste no time. Gets to the ring. Kick back to Knights. 3 is up, is good. Back-to-back threes for the Storm. And that lead is now back out to 14 points.
Yeah, it was a really good job by Courtney to get as deep as she did and realise and recognise that there was two defenders on her to find an open shooter.
And it just feels right now the Storm just want to run the ball, push as Redstadt cuts inside, can't get it to go. Padding the stats. Can't get the third one to go. 2 offensive rebounds. The third one won't go. Watman comes up with the rebound. She'll kick it out to Nickerson. 3 is well on. Fast break basketball from the Storm. As Redstadt gets the assist to Courtney Straight, who's starting to find her form. 6 points, 6 rebounds for her so far in this contest. As
Beautiful
Watman,
recognition by your centre. Dribbling the ball up the court there to find your cutting guard. It was, yeah, it's not often you get to see that.
As Wes Linnett gets her first points of the contest in a 3. So Pakenham fans starting to make a little bit of noise for their team. Skip pass to Vert in the corner. She thought about the 3. Will re-attack baseline. Late in the shot clock. Shot will need to go up. Redstadt. No good. Vert had to fight for the rebound. Couldn't come up with it. Instead it's Wes Linnett. Watman. Quick fire 3. No good. Straight with another rebound. Jamie Crombie doesn't know where the ball is. Ali Knights will slow it down. Wait for a team to rejoin her. They go straight inside. As Redstadt didn't know who the pass was going to. And so Coach Sanderson will call a timeout. And we'll see substitutions in that timeout as well. But I think Pakenham just showing a few signs at the moment that they're not out. They're definitely not dropping their heads, as we saw Wes Linnett hit a nice 3 just to break the momentum of that Storm run. But right now, I think it's just the defense that's letting them down a little bit.
Yeah, I think their trans D, yeah, it's obviously lacking a little bit, and obviously that's something that Bellarine have focused on. Obviously being a bit smaller tonight, playing against the 2 bigs of Pakenham. But look, Pakenham is still, turning the scoreboard over enough. They'd probably like to see a couple of stops in a row. They seem to get 1 and then give up 1 and then only get 1. They'd probably like to see a few in a row, just to peg it back on the scoreboard a little bit before half-time, just to give them obviously the best chance in that second half.
Yeah, if we quickly go over some stats for the action so far, it is Ali Knights and Bridget Redstadt leading the way for the Storm. Bridget Redstadt has 9 rebounds to go along with her 8 points, while Hayley Nickerson leads her team with 7 points. As substitutions for both teams have entered the court. So Redstadt and Knights check out, and Armstrong and Varley check in, and for the Warriors. We'll see Brianna McKenzie check back in. And Pakenham going with 2 bigs at the moment. So interesting play by Coach Dallemans as Watman can't get the floater to go. Armstrong and Meyer get tangled up for the jump ball. A reminder, Brianna McKenzie on 3 fouls as the refs will convene. I believe they're just discussing whether it was... Oh, we're going to reset the shot clock.
Bellarine might be set up in the zone here, just for this end ball.
I have a feeling they will be in that 2-3. 9 seconds on the shot clock for the Warriors. West Linnet. Ball went out of bounds. Watman couldn't get it in time, and so the Storm, another chance to continue their little run. Bounce pass into Armstrong. Pitch back to Varley. So move it around the top. Crombie looks inside 2 straight. Step through. No good. McKenzie comes up with the rebound.
A good high Q play there by Bellarine to go to Courtney, playing on obviously McKenzie with those 3 fouls. Can't obviously play defense probably like she'd want to.
As Vert slices, dices and gets to the rim for 2 more points, and that'll take her up to 4, pardon me. And the lead back out to 15 points as McKenzie attacking. Gets the roll. Gets 2 more points for her total tonight. Up to 8. Armstrong the other way, finds Varley. She gets the ring, can't get the roll. Pryor does a good job under the ring. Sorry, Meyer does a good job to get under the ring, secure the rebound. Oh, fake handoff from McKenzie is very nice, and that'll cause Coach Sanderson to call a timeout. What a nice play from Brianna McKenzie and Cody West Linnet. That'll give them a little bit of confidence into this timeout.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just having that, that attitude of just wanting to get at the rim. And she's obviously had that confidence from the first quarter, and she's been playing well. If she can, stay out of foul trouble any further, she'll be hard to guard for Bellarine right now.
And I mean, you'd think the message in the Coach Dallemans would continue to emphasise is never back down. They obviously knocked off top of the ladder Wyndham to make the finals, and then bet Sunbury on the road. So the underdog story is alive for them at the moment. So you would think that's the message. Keep just chipping away. We're not looking to win the game straight away, but for the Storm right now, it's just keeping a level head, still that 11-point lead. Minute 45 to go in this first half, and obviously Coach Sanderson resting a few of his key players, and they're going with a little bit of a smaller lineup compared to Pakenham, but certainly plenty of action to come in this last minute 45 and then in the second half.
Yeah, look, I don't think Bellarine would have been too upset with those last few plays. They got on the rim and they just missed a couple of easy ones, and so I'll sort of have a layup there.
Courtney straight, 4-3 is good. I don't know if you noticed, Louis, but Olivia Vert was wide open, cutting to the ring.
I did pause thinking it was going to be a layup, but it may as well have been a layup for Courtney there. I think that's the worry for Pakenham. They do zone and Bellarine shoot the ball well. They've got probably too many shooters, on the opposition coach to zone them. If any given night, any 5 of the girls can knock them in.
Bellarine only 4 from 12 from the 3-point line. There's Crombie, kick out to Armstrong. Single figures on the shot clock. Vert, catch, shoot, no good. Offensive rebound, and just the runway just opens up for Courtney straight. She's up to double digits and takes leading scorer for the game off Brianna McKenzie. 35 seconds left in this first half as McKenzie moving the ball around. Stuck. Vert tried to cheat and steal. No luck. Nice offensive rebound by Erica Meyer. She gets fouled on her second chance up. Foul will be on number 35, Georgia Varley. Her first. As substitutions for both teams, we'll see Cody West Linnett check out and number 23, Hayley Nickerson, check in. And for the Storm, Charlotte Armstrong checking out and Bridget Rettstadt will check in. I've just noticed, Louis, the commitment of the Big V photographer. If you look down on the opposite baseline, he's lying down, getting the perfect angle. We do love the Big V photographer down here.
The angle must have been perfect.
I reckon it was. He's dressed very nicely tonight, so really hope the suit pants don't get too dirty.
Probably dressed too nicely to lay down like he was.
So what looks to be the final play, 1 second separates the shot and game clock. Vert will just dribble around the top. McKenzie with a little bit of applied pressure. Trips over her own feet. Oh, nice dish from straight into Rettstadt. And Coach Jallerman's visibly frustrated as Watman will need to get the shot off. Free is up by Pryor with no luck, and at the end of the first half, it'll be the Bellarine Storm 45 leading the Pakenham Warriors 29. It's Courtney Strait leading the way for the game. 11 points, 8 rebounds, closely followed by Bridget Rettstadt, 8 points, 9 rebounds, and Alicia Knights, 8 points for the Warriors. It's Brianna McKenzie, 10 points and 4 rebounds. And then Hayley Nickerson with 7 points. But as we head to the halftime break, we'll see you in just under 10 minutes. Good afternoon and welcome back to this state champ women's semi-final between the Bellarine Storm and the Pakenham Warriors. Hugh Moore here with Louis Varley from the state champ men's team. And Louis, it was a bit of a roller coaster of a first quarter. We saw a fairly close start. Both teams just trying to shake off the nerves, and then the Storm just put the pedal down in that second quarter and now have themselves a handy 16-point lead going into the second half.
Yeah, I think the nerves are definitely on display in that first 5 minutes or so, which is to be expected. Obviously a do-or-die game for both teams. But look, I think Bellarine, settled themselves well. I think it came from, rebounding and getting stops in a row. I think Pakenham, look, they were keeping the scoreboard ticking over. They just couldn't get those multiple stops in a row, which they really, really needed, unfortunately. But look, you could see 16 points can go pretty fast in today's basketball. And look, I wouldn't be super comfortable if I was Tim and the Bellarine Storm, but it is definitely handy going into the second half this far into front.
I mean, credit to Coach Dulliman and his athletes. Not taking the foot off the pedal. They're trying to get back into it, trying to sort of slowly work their way. We've still got 2 quarters of action, and that's a long time in BigV basketball. And if they can string together a few stops and try and sort of get a few of these Storm players in foul trouble, they can certainly have a change in the game. But Bellarine have no multiple foul. Multiple foul players. Every player on 1 foul. So. While for the Pakenham Warriors, Brianna McKenzie, 3 fouls to her name, Erica Meyer with 2. So an action-packed second half coming up. Starting lineups for the second half will be Knights, Retstadt, Vert, Straight and Armstrong for the Storm, and Watman, McKenzie, Pryor, Meyer and Nickerson for the Warriors. Other thing is, Louis, we're still yet to see Chantal Hall. Obviously, had a slight twinge last week in their first final and is cleared to play, but Tim Sanderson might think they don't need her because they now have that 16-point lead. But it'll be interesting to see if she has an impact on this game.
Yeah, look, I think Tim's definitely keeping her there just in case. He really feels like they need a big, but at the moment, the guards are controlling the rebounds for Bellarine, and another beautiful turnaround step back there from the elbow.
Hayley Nickerson starting off the scoring for the half. And this Pakenham Warriors bench aren't going quiet. There are, as we have an offensive foul, will be on number 8, Olivia Vert, for a push. So that'll be her first. So Watman will come the other way. They'll look to build a little run here. McKenzie will pitch back to Pryor. Nickerson tried to cut. Retstack got in the lane. And Vert will come the other way. Cross-court pass to Straight. Back to Retstack. Knights. Back out to Vert. It's a 3. It's up. It's good for Olivia Vert. Takes her up to 7 points for the game. The Bellarine get their first score of the quarter. Watman tosses it up. No luck. Hayley Nickerson in for the offensive rebound. Her floater no good. Kick ahead pass from Retstack. Goes to Knights. Skip pass. Oh, ball movement from the Storm. Doesn't go anywhere. So they'll slow it down. Back up to the top. Straight. Euro is good. And Courtney Straight reaching deep into her bag with tricks.
Yeah, I think Pakenham really thinks she's going to shoot that 3, and she's doing a really good job of just getting at the rim and finishing well.
There's a little bit of confusion on the court, I think. Pakenham players were a bit frustrated that Erica Meyer didn't go back up. Courtney Straight, quick fire 3. That was a bit of a heat check for her. Armstrong fouled on the offensive rebound. She'll head to the line for 2. Foul will be on number 42, Erica Meyer. her third. So now 2 key players for the Pakenham Warriors on 3 fouls.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Erica Meyer thought she was going the other way. I don't know whether she or didn't realise how open she was and how close to the basket she was.
I mean, to her credit, her back was to the ring, so as Armstrong goes 1 from 2 at the free throw line. And that lead now out to 20 points. Biggest for the game. Nickerson spinning, gets the ball poked by Knights, and it's 3 on 2 to the ring, 4 on 2. Straight in the corner. Had to work for that pass.
I think Bridget wanted her to be at the basket, but Courtney was going straight to the corner, like every shooter does. You know, they feel like they're going to have an open 3 in transition.
So Mel Pryor did a good job to knock the ball out of bounds. Vert's pass maybe a little bit too low. Straight, stuck on the elbow. 10 on the shot clock. Vert going downhill, dish off 2 Knights. They're going to need to get a shot off the Storm. Vert crossover at the rim, draws the contact. And she'll head to the line for 2. Foul be on 23, Hayley Nickerson.
I think Bellarine are overpassing the ball a bit here. It seems that they're getting good looks, and I think when they should be shooting the ball, they just seem to put the ball on the floor a little bit too much.
It feels like they're trying to get everyone involved, and no one really wants to be that sort of standout player, which is, I mean, to their credit, a good thing, as Vert misses both her free throws. But you sort of need someone just to take a bit of a lead and take control, as Brianna McKenzie gets Olivia Vert on the ground, but can't score. Brett Stat showing off her handling. Vert slicing and dicing to the rim, and she's done it all night. And the lead continues to blow out here for the Storm. Watman will kick it back to Sands, who checks in for Meyer. Stuck in the key. McKenzie will look to get this offense going. 6 on the shot clock. Sands tosses it up and gets it to go. Having an impact off the bench. 4 minutes gone in this third quarter. Back to that 20-point margin. Knights waiting for the offense to go. As we're just waiting for the rest to convene. I believe we had 2 different calls. Foul will be on at number 23 for the Pakenham Warriors. Hayley Nickerson, her third. 3 players now for the Warriors in with 3 fouls. And we'll see Jamie Crombie check in to the game. Bridget Rettstadt with a much-deserved break.
Yeah, Jamie was big for him in the first half. She saw some early minutes and did a really good job of being aggressive and being an option for them.
I think Jamie's one of those players that just uses her minutes well, as again, the key just opens up. As Olivia Vert parts the seas yet again. And we've seen that all night from her. She just seems to keep getting to the ring with quite ease, as McKenzie answers back with a floater of her own. But the speed change from Vert just seems to just give her so much space.
Yeah, just doing a really good job of getting past her defender, and look, Pakenham are struggling with that second line of defence for them, and
Crombie's go on, sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. It's definitely hurting them on the scoreboard.
And Crombie's 3 off to the left. McKenzie stuck at the 3-point line. Pryor will have a crack at a 3, no luck. Again, kick out to Crombie. As they go inside. American Pryor showing off her, Mel Pryor showing off her soccer skills. Substitution for the Storm. Timeout for the Pakenham Warriors. At the halfway mark of the third quarter, it is the Bellarine Storm 55 leading the Warriors 35, and We saw good signs coming out of halftime from the Warriors, Louis, but the Storm just shook off those first few plays and put the foot back down. And I mean, right now it's a defense game for Pakenham. Obviously need to try and slow down the scoring from the Storm. They've scored 10 points so far in this first half of the third quarter. Do you go to a zone or do you stick with a man?
Oh, look, I think, you know, as I said in the first half, I think Bellarine's shooting when they are on and they do get open looks is pretty top notch. And I think for Pakenham, their split line defence right now is kind of nowhere, and it's really hurting. Like Verdi's getting through that first line or her own player, and just, you know, there's no help there. It's unfortunately that's kind of what Pakenham with the two bigs would have. Kind of sitting in the key, but they're just kind of nowhere to be found at the moment. I mean, look, credit to Bellarine. They're attacking kind of at every opportunity they can and not really settling for that three ball, which we have seen. And so, look, I think it's a little bit of a switch up for Pakenham.
Bellarine, the only 16 three-point attempts for the game. And they average 21, so definitely under the season average. Still a quarter and a half to go, as Brianna McKenzie does a good job to get in the lane all the way, nearly slips but gets a defender in the air. And 2 more points goes to Brianna McKenzie. McKenzie with a little bit of applied pressure now. Straight gets met at the ring by 2 players. There will be a foul on the plate. Will be on number 33, Mel Pryor. Sorry, number 23, Hayley Nickerson, her first.
I think it had to be one of the bigs, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused right now because Hayley Nickerson was on the 3-point line.
Yep.
I think everyone's a bit confused at the moment. Courtney Straight blurs it all out, makes the first free throw. I'm really confused right now. Correction, I think the foul might have been on number 33, Mel Pryor. Her first. As Bree Watman comes the other way. Nice pull up mid-range.
Yeah, got to her spot, knocked it in.
Watman, 4 points for tonight's contest. Vert steps back for 3, short. Ball in contest. Pakenham will secure it. And Watman looking to get this Pakenham Warriors offense going. Finds Nickerson. Backdoor cut from McKenzie. No good. Straight comes up with a steal. Oh, what a pass from Varley. Just not enough power. And McKenzie wants to push the floor. Dish off to Pryor, who is quite frustrated at the moment. They go into Armstrong, working in the post. Great defense from Pryor to stop the shot. Watman, frustrated with the team at the moment. It's McKenzie. Around the top.
Yeah, a little bit of stagnant here from Pakenham. They're
it just feels like the Pakenham can't really go anywhere at the moment with their offense. We obviously saw the ball get dribbled around the top for about 10 seconds there and not really go anywhere.
Yeah, they're still struggling to get into their stuff. That was the one thing they were doing in that first half, which was keeping the scoreboard tick over. But they've just kind of stopped kind of doing all of the above, and it is affecting. It looks like some players getting frustrated with each other, which is never a good sign.
And I mean, the pressure on now as Rettstadt re-enters the game. She's got 13 points, 12 rebounds. Make that 2 threes for Bridget Rettstadt. Will take her up to 13 points, 10 before that. So 10 points, 12 rebounds for her as Watman just do what she does best. A mid-range pull-up, 6 points for her. Osborne checked in with Rettstadt. High pressure here from Mackenzie. Working wonders for her at the moment. Varley kicks out to Crombie. 6 on the shot clock. Pass a bit hot for Retstadt. Shot will need to go up. Knights has to toss it. As Watman kick ahead to Sands. Finds Pryor cutting to the ring. No luck. Crombie was there, but fouled on the second attempt. That'll be her. Second foul. And we'll have a timeout here for Coach Sanderson and his athletes with 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And it just, you can feel the frustration starting to build here in this Pakenham team. Obviously, players not working, players getting in the way of each other. Is it a hard thing? Obviously, you haven't coached very much, but is it a hard thing as a player in a game like this when you know so much is on the line to keep a level head and try not to get frustrated when your teammates, when everything's not really going right for you?
Yeah, it is. It's possibly the hardest part of basketball is, such a team game, and, there's no I in team, and, one player can't win you a game. They can definitely help. And look, right now, obviously, Mackenzie's having a really good game. She's being aggressive and doing her part, and obviously, Bree Watman's had a few baskets the last couple of times down the court, but they are definitely urging and looking for that next few people, the next few players to come along and give that assistance they need. And, they've only got, 12 minutes of basketball left, possibly for the season. So now it's kind of, now or never. So I feel like, as a coach, that's what you'd be telling them. It's 12 minutes and that's it. Like you've got to give it all. And look, sometimes that's all you need. A little bit of a rev up from your coach, a little bit of a rev up from the player. And yeah, hopefully it starts now for them.
A little bit of a round the grounds for our Pakenham fans. Jumping between streams, the Youth League Women's team for Pakenham have sadly gone down to McKinnon after what was a fantastic season. We congratulate them on their grand final appearance. While the Bellarine Youth League Women have just started over at Western Port in their grand final venture. So back to the action here. Varley attacking baseline, tosses up high off the backboard. You'll never guess who's there. It's big boards, Bridget Retstadt. Secures another rebound and gets the basket to go. And she'll head to the line for one more. Foul was on at number 2, Ebony Sands. Her first. Retstadt gets that one to go, takes her to 16 points and 13 rebounds. Watman still trying to just ignite this Warriors offense. So is Mackenzie, which she does with that shot. Offensive rebound. Takes a second stab at it. No luck.
Did a great job of shooting the ball from almost a short corner and then getting her own rebound on the other side of the rim.
As Osborne is fouled. Foul will be on number 2, Ebony Sands. Her second. We'll see Olivia Osborne head to line for 2. And Pakenham will switch the bigs. We'll see Pryor come on and Meyer check out. Osborne at the line for 2, makes the first. It's good to see players like Bree Watman and Brianna Mackenzie just not giving up, really trying to still spark this Pakenham offense. As a 3 from the corner is good for Hayley Nickerson, as she's starting to find her groove now.
Yeah, look, I think they're doing exactly what they're playing for. They're leaders of the team, and they're trying everything they can to keep the team in this.
Oh, nice pass inside from Retstadt to Osborne, who was in the right spot. And I don't want to call it as there's not much time left in the game, only a quarter. The Sands for 3 is up. Mackenzie and Retstadt met at the ring for the rebound and last off Retstadt. Bridget Redstadt, 16 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists. Do you reckon 5 more assists is possible in the final quarter?
Look, let's say yes, because why not?
Oh, nice little flick pass from Ebony Sands to Mel Pryor. She'll get the points to go. Foul will be on 21. Bridget Redstadt, her second. I'll see Pryor head to the line for one more. I mean, we could say we're on triple-double watch. Don't want to call it too early, but Pryor converts her and one.
Definitely feel like at the moment Bellarine are making enough passes for her to get the assist, so as long as she's the one giving the last one.
Once again, we see that ball movement from the Storm. Varley uses the pick and roll of Redstadt, hesitated on the floater, secures her own offensive rebound, and they swing it back around. Osborne hesitated on the three, can't get it to go. And so 13 and a half seconds to go in this third quarter as Coach Sanderson will look to get a bigger lineup in to finish the quarter. Crombie will have a break and Armstrong will check in for the final 13 and a half minutes. Watman, 6 on the shot, on the game clock. Sands, 4-3, gets it to go. And that'll be a nice little confidence booster for the Warriors going into this three-quarter time break as the Storm still lead it, 67-51, but on a smaller margin than what there was at three-quarter time. Give me 2 seconds, Louis, and I'll check, but I have a feeling it might have been a bit of a closer quarter for the Warriors on that one.
Yeah, like a last second three and leading into the fourth quarter can be the confidence that any team needs. You know, we've seen plenty of upsets and plenty of big comebacks from multiple teams this year in BigV level. So, you know, with teams shooting the ball like they do and it's shooting threes as many as they do every game, anything can happen. You know, this will be... Look, Tim won't be super comfortable, but, you know, obviously a 16-point lead is nice, but he'll still be there calling timeouts when he needs to and keeping the girls under wraps and making sure that they finish the game off kind of as strongly as possible.
So Bellarine won the first 2 quarters fairly convincingly. They have both tied up in that third quarter. So that shows that Pakenham just aren't going down without a fight. They still they're still trying to just find that groove and don't want to seem like they're going to let down early and let their fans down who have made the fair trek over to the other side of the bay and also their fans watching from home. But we'll do a quick stats. Bridget Redstadt leading the game, 16 points, 14 rebounds and 5 assists to go along with that, followed by her import counterpart in Courtney Strait, 15 points and 8 rebounds. And for the Warriors, it's Brianna McKenzie leading the way for them, 14 points, 7 rebounds. Hayley Nicholson not far behind her, 12 points and 2 rebounds. And 16 points to margin, still heaps of time to go in this game, but if you are watching from home, do not go anywhere, get comfortable because we are in for a action-packed final quarter in this Champ Women's semi-final. Nice back cut from McKenzie, gets the Pakenham Warriors off to a good start. And so Varley faked the back door, had to stretch for that pass, but picks it up and gets the 2 points. And then comes down the other end, nearly gets cleaned up on a screen. 3 from Nicholson. No good. Strait will secure another rebound. Takes her to 8. Oh, Redstadt getting to the ring, showing her athleticism, and her first year in Australia has certainly been one to remember. Sands steps back. No good. Knights had to fight for that. Might have copped it. Hit in the face. Foul will be on Ali Knights. That'll be her first.
Yeah, Bridget's definitely come out this year and it's really just displayed her, her class and ability to fit into any team. And look, credit to her. She's kind of not really known the way that the Big V's played. It can be a little bit awkward for new players, especially imports that come over from America, and they're not quite sure how it all plays out. The refereeing is very different, but she's fit in and really dominated all year. She's been one of the forces to reckon with, and wouldn't be far off, in the MVP race. I wouldn't have thought for the league.
And I think people at home forget, and people around the stadium forget, that Bridget Radstadt, before she came here, hadn't played basketball for 2 years after suffering what was a fairly severe knee injury. So she certainly, Coach Sanderson and the Bellarine Storm took a risk on it, and it has paid out for them as she's currently just dominating in every game she plays. And again, we see her inside, going to work. Ebony Sands does a good job on deep. Takes the contact, and that will be a foul on Bridget Radstadt, her third. So we'll just wait for our floor sweepers to come onto the court. Louis Farley. So halfway through the first quarter, the Bellarine Storm are currently leading 20-2 over the ladder leaders, Western Port, in what might be a big upset. Lucy Howard leading the way for them with 14 points. So we'll keep you posted on that as this quarter moves on. So back to the action. Nice backdoor cut from Mackenzie off the side of the backboard as her and Varley get a bit tangled up. George Varley ends up in the stands.
Georgia might have put a bit of mustard on that fall over there, I reckon. Bit of caviar green special. Threw himself on the floor.
Wow. I don't think he heard you then, but
he knows.
As she'll take a break, and we'll see Olivia Vert check back in. Straight. Looking to continue where she left off. Armstrong to Knights, late in the shot clock. Kicks out to Straight, catch, shoot, three, is up and is good. Courtney Straight, straight-faced, showing no emotion, is locked in.
All business.
A nice up and under from Sands, won't go, and Bridget Radstadt showing off the point guard skills. Gets fouled in transition by Pryor. And the ball will be on the baseline. Substitution for the Warriors. We'll see Mel Pryor check out and Erica Meyer check back in. Kick up to Radstadt. They hand off to Straight. They're certainly feeling her groove. Oh my God, stop it, Courtney Straight. Armstrong, big rebound, draws the contact under the ring. The foul will be on number 42, Erica Meyer. Be her fourth. Coach Dalman's electing to leave her in the game. Armstrong gets the first to go.
I feel like Charlotte's been massive for Bellarine tonight. Without Chantal playing, she's really stepped up into that starting role and played her part and really just been a big that they really needed. It's been really good for her.
7 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists for Armstrong tonight. And a lot of stats that don't show up as Bridget Radstadt couldn't secure the ball, rolled off her foot. The Bellarine girls just having a bit of fun with it. And so Pakenham will get another chance to put another score on the board. 21 points the margin. 3 minutes gone. Watman inside to Sands. Didn't realise she had so much space. Was more worried about whether she had been fouled or not. Ends up getting the basket to go.
This is when Pakenham, I believe, need to get a few stops in a row. It's now or never for them.
Knights gets blocked. Bridget Rettstadt there to back her up with the offensive rebound. Kick out 2 straight. She's going to have to get the shot up, get some moves. Basket draws the contact, and I have a feeling that that might be Erica Meyer done for tonight's contest. It will be. Erica Meyer picks up her 5th foul, and she will take no longer part in this contest, which will see a substitution for her, and we'll see Mel Pryor check in. Bridget Rettstadt will take a break, and we'll see Jamie Crombie check back in. Courtney straight at the line for 2.
Might be Bridget.
First to go.
Night, maybe?
I have a feeling it might be.
If Tim's wise, I think that's, especially if the scoreboard keeps ticking over for him and they keep getting stops, I feel like it's all but wise to keep her on the sideline over there.
I mean, if we no longer see her in this game, I mean, fantastic performance. 25 minutes, 18 points, 16 rebounds, 6 assists. Certainly just continuing her hot season. As a nice little 3 from Hayley Nickerson. And takes her up to 17 points. 3 from 7 from the 3-point line for tonight's contest. Armstrong thought about the 3, will attack the rim instead. Had to reach for the layup, couldn't get it to go. Watman, kick out to Nickerson. Gets a step on her defender. Not enough legs on the layup. And both players will fight for the ball. It'll be a jump ball and go in the favour of the Storm. Wow, Louis Farley. And 2 minutes to go in the first quarter down at Somerville Recreation Centre. It is the Bellarine Storm leading 27-2 in the Youth League 2 Women's Grand Final as Bellarine come the other way for this state champ women's game, and 2 more points as Pryor gets fouled. It will be on number 7, Charlotte Armstrong. Her first. Fryer, just the 4 points tonight, 5 rebounds to go along with that. Make that 5 points. And both teams now in the bonus. Second goes for Pryor.
And we're saying that Bellarine were the underdogs in that youth league.
Yes, Western Port were first, Bellarine were 5th.
Wow.
So it is at Western Port's home. So bodies hit the deck here back at Bellarine HQ, and ahs and ahs from the crowd as foul will go against Pakenham. Will be on number 33, Mel Pryor. It'll be her 3rd. So certainly the upset of probably the grand final series is here. Only the first quarter.
It is very early, but
It
still,
is very, very early.
27-2 is a fairly worrying scoreline.
Lucy Howard doing all the damage out there at the moment. 14 points for her. And so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Jamie Crombie just doing a nice little dance to kill the time. Armstrong at the line for 2. First will go. She had to wait too long for that. That's why she missed.
But she went off, I think, and then she came back.
There we go. True. Bridget Rettstadt wanting to check in, and she'll have to wait even longer now as there's still sweat on the court.
Nothing worse as a free throw shooter. It's like when someone calls a timeout.
And now Jamie Crombie's ruined the mop. So it's just, and she's nearly blinded the ref. It is chaos.
There's no chance this is going in. No chance. It's like when someone calls a timeout as you go to shoot free throws.
You just think you got to stand there and think about it at the free throw line. So Charlotte Armstrong will get to shoot a...
Oh, proved us wrong.
She's proved us wrong.
What would we know?
And she nearly didn't get her sub. As we will see Bridget Retzak check back in.
Triple-double watch is back.
Triple-double watch.
5 assists in 5 minutes.
I think it's actually 4 assists in 5 minutes. So just one a minute for Bridget Retzak would be good. You wonder if the coaches have told her that.
Oh.
It's Verdi doing a great job on D.
We may have told KG he needed 2 more points when he had 30 and 30, but...
Watman, 3 is up, no luck.
You don't normally do it as a coach, I wouldn't have thought, but, there's assist.
Quarterback, Bridget Retzak. Can't get it to go, It's the crowd starting to click on that Bridget Retzak only needs 4 more assists for a triple-double, but she keeps just getting rebounds. And so she's up to 18 points, 18 rebounds in this semi-final. They move it on to Vert. Knights lifts up off the double screen. Thought about the 3. Pitch back to Crombie. 4-3 is up. No good. Straight taps it out to Vert. Because that'll be
a blocking foul.
A blocking foul.
I couldn't see very well.
No, I actually couldn't see either. So
the referee was kind of in the way, but a lot of contact, that's for sure. And
I did see Ebony Sarnes go flying, so that'll be her 3rd, and we'll have a timeout here from the Pakenham Warriors. With 4 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. And it's the Bellarine Storm leading 81-62. And I mean, Louis, obviously getting time is quickly running out here for the Pakenham Warriors, but I mean, we can't discredit their season this year and what Coach Dillemans has done. Obviously beating the top team to make it into the finals and then beating Sunbury on the road. I think they'll credit to them. They'll certainly be happy with how their season went this year. And
yeah, look, I think as a whole association, I think Pakenham have done an amazing job all year. Their men's program were, 2 games off making the playoffs and having a real crack at that in their first season in state champ. And their women's team making it this far. It's, credit to the coaching staff, the front office and everyone involved. They've done a really good job and fit right into the state champ way. And, it looks like they're going to be hanging around for a few more years yet. And, it's definitely not a terrible season, that's for sure. Something to keep their heads held high, and they'll be back next year.
I mean, we think back to round 10, where Pakenham did play Bellarine, both the women and the men. Both games went to overtime, so they're certainly challenging these top teams, and we've seen them, obviously, the women win in their final round. If we just going to check over to the other semi-final going on tonight, which the winner of this game will play the loser of. It is Bulleen at Wyndham, and Bulleen with a 5-point lead early in the 2nd quarter, 26-21. And if we head over to Somerville, it's the Bellarine Storm in the 2nd quarter, leading 27-6 as Bridget Retzak continues her scoring run. Jamie Crombie with a lot of body contact on that one. We'll pick up the foul.
Yeah, look, I think if Pakenham next year can get a home final of some sort, it's a tough place to play. Their crowd's unreal. As a player, like having a crowd that's involved and loud like they do, like I know they have the GYG. If you miss a couple of free throws in a row, that's it's pretty cool as a player, and I know that they would be a pretty tough place to play, a bit like playing at Shepparton. It's a place that's you don't really ever want to go and play at, especially in a final.
I mean, it's so good to see local basketball drawing such a big crowd. With basketball starting to become a pretty big sport here in Australia, especially on the women's side, with obviously our Opals getting a bronze at the Olympics. I think basketball in BigV is certainly going to get better and better as Courtney Straight is just not slowing down, and 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. 85-64, Bellarine lead the way. Sands quick fire three is up, no luck. We have another foul. The foul will be on number 53, Alicia Knights, on the box out. It'll be 2.
So I thought he called a shooting foul. He went 2 straight away, but it was...
Oh,
well, it can't have been shooting foul. It was a rebound.
Well, we are in bonus
yeah,
anyways.
I think it was bonus, I hope.
So substitution, we'll see Brianna McKenzie check out and Beth Quadara check back into the contest.
You definitely can't say that Brianna McKenzie didn't give it her all tonight. She had a fair crack, and look, unfortunately it didn't go their way, but definitely not a terrible game, that's for sure.
Brianna McKenzie in tonight's contest had, once I get the stats up, even though the internet is very slow, Brianna McKenzie, 16 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Covered the stat sheet. Kick back 2 straight. Quadaro doing a great job on D. They pitch it back to Retstat. Thought about the 3. Oh no, don't do it to him, Courtney. No luck. Retstat comes flying in. Brent rebound. And 2 points to go as she continues to score. Bridget Retstat, 22 points, 20 rebounds.
20 rebounds now.
20 and 20. So 6 assists still. It was on triple-double watches. Ebony Sands gets the basket for 2 more. Takes her up to 7 points for the game. We're into the final 2 minutes of this semi-final. As Watman puts a little bit of pressure on Knights. Handles it quite all right. They get tangled up. Foul will be on at number 8, Bree Watman. We'll send her first, but it'll send Ali Knights to the line for 2.
Thought we might have seen a bit of a sub here for Bridget, but
I think they want 30 seconds for an assist each. I think they're going to try. I think they're trying to facilitate it. We'll see a substitution come in. I don't know. I think it'll be for Ali Knights. She makes that free throw.
I'm thinking next week though. You know, as I'm Tim, I'm thinking next week.
So we'll see. We'll see Ali Knights check out and the spark plug. Olivia Osborne check in for some crucial 2 minutes here. Quadaro tries to split the gap, instead gets met by Courtney Straight for the steal.
There we go.
They're out. Osborne to Vert. Attacking the rim, draws the contact and 1.
Attacking the rim all night, Verdi. She's done a really good job of not settling for the 3 ball and just getting on the rim.
So that'll be Ebony Sounds' 3rd foul. 4th foul. And we'll see substitutions for the Storm. We'll see Georgia Varley and Charlotte Armstrong check in. And Courtney Straight and Bridget Retstat check out after what was a tremendous performance from the both of them. 44 points combined, 30 rebounds combined. Just an all-round performance. As the one doesn't count. Varley, toss up, no good. A minute and a half to go. 24-point lead for the Storm. Nickerson will go inside to Pryor. Post move won't go for her. Vert will kick ahead to Osborne. Putting the moves on. Pitch back to Armstrong. 4-3 is up, is good. And the Bellarine Storm are now just having fun with it. Nickerson got her defender up. Sorry, West Linnet got her defender up in the air. And now the game slowly just getting more and more out of the grip into the final minute of this game. And Osborne slicing and dicing to the rim. Got fouled.
I think it's spark plug to you, not Osborne.
Sorry, spark plug.
Yeah.
We'll head to the line at 4-2. First free throw won't go. Bridget Redstadt just getting into the fruit on the bench. As Osborne makes the second free throw.
20 rebounds is tiring and you know, makes you hungry, I suppose.
100%. As Nickerson tries to toss it up and draw the contact. The Storm don't want to slow down. Armstrong, bounce pass to Varley. And they will slow it down. Crombie thought about it. Offensive rebound. Won't go to Armstrong. So 27 seconds left in this game.
Might be all she wrote.
I think you are right, Louis, as the clock will wound down. It'll be the end of the road for the Pakenham Warriors. Massive congratulations to the association for the season they've had, and especially to this champ women's team who have taken it to some of the top sides. But it'll be the home side, the Bellarine Storm, who will move on to the next week of finals. And in a fairly convincing semi-final win, 95-67. It was the import two-punch of Bridget Redstadt and Courtney Straight who led the way for the Storm. And Bridget Redstadt, 22 points. Courtney Straight, 22 points. But Bridget Redstadt, 20 rebounds, 6 assists. Was all over this game for Pakenham. Hayley Nickerson led the way, 17 points, 2 rebounds. Closely followed by Brianna McKenzie, 16 points, 7 rebounds. But as we wrap up the stream here, thank you for joining. Congratulations to both teams for making it this far. And we wish our luck to the Storm in their adventures next week.
Yeah, 2 to go. That's it.
Thank you, Louis, for joining us. That will be it for tonight's stream. And we will see you all next time.